we should be good. Let's see. Let's check the chat here. Yes,
Chat's
sir.
going, but
we
I don't
are.
See oh, yeah. Okay, I see the video now.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 204 of the RGT podcast. Sorry for the late start. Shout out to Red Hood. His internet literally just went out, so we literally just got done talking to him. He's like, "Hey guys, I might disconnect because my power might go out." And his power literally went out in the midst of setting everything up. But I hope you guys are good. Good to see everybody in the chat. Yeah, man, it's gonna have a good show. We got some interesting topics, and we got one particular guest who's joining us today. Finally, he was supposed to join us last week. You know what I mean? Did he went AFK? He pulled a CM Punk on him. He was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm the bad guy." Nah. But my brother of RGT85 making his return. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
That's good, man. Thanks for having me on. Always a good time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Also, we got another special guest. We got Struggle Gaming. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's good, homies?
What's good? What's good? What's good? And of course, we got Hunter, aka Next Gen Player. What's up?
What's going on, man? I guess it's gonna be another week of talking about Jim Ryan, our favorite topic. Can't wait.
Gonna be interesting.
Everything in gaming always revolves around Jim Ryan. It doesn't matter if Jim Ryan did it or he didn't. People always are like Jim Ryan.
Hey man, it'd be. And yes, I have been busy getting platinums. Hell of a lot of platinums. Great to hit level 500. A lot of crazy. What's up? What's up, Sean? Man, how do we even start this show? Obviously, we just started, but I don't know how do we even get into this. We kind of already butchered Frost and the whole G4 debacle, but I really wanted to hear RGT's take on the whole thing, so I'm gonna rewind the show back just for a second as more people join in. But RGT, bro, I gotta ask, bro. What's your thoughts? I know I saw your comment. You know why I asked you on the show that time. I saw your comment. You were sitting there going, imagine saying to yourself, "This is a good idea." When she said, "Hey guys, I survived."
I mean, I think she just sort of showed what kind of person she is. Like, she's obviously not a good person, and she's essentially, I guess you would call a brat, because the whole reason that people didn't like her wasn't because she wasn't attractive. It was because she didn't know what she was talking about. Like, she was an idiot when she would talk on topics. On console side of things, I guess she has her niche is PC or whatever, but you don't have a PC person talk about consoles if they don't know what their Sony's, Struggler Doom. It was like, what? Saying games are coming to certain platforms and they're not. It's like, this is basic stuff. And then you have, of course, her rant, which was just completely hypocritical, because G4 was doing those exact same things that she was complaining about a few weeks later, and she just looked like a bad person. But it really validated that she was a bad person when her coworkers are getting fired and she's not like, "Oh, I hope you guys find jobs, get on your feet." No, I survived. Let's play some games. And it's like, you want to be a villain, but there's levels to being a villain, because if you don't respect the villain, then they just look stupid. And like, when you watch a movie, there's a certain level of respect for a villain in a movie or in a video game, and that's why they're the villain, because of their actions. But when you're an idiot and you're a villain, you just look dumb. And it was just a terrible look for her. And you don't want to see anyone lose their job, but karma has a way of finding its way. Yeah. And that whole situation of her, getting let go, whatever the case may be, whether they bought her out, she was fired, this, that, and the other, it doesn't matter. She no longer represents that company. Now she has to go back into the real world, and people aren't going to want to work with her. People aren't going to want to, give an olive branch to her to give her a platform anymore, when she showed that when given a platform, she doesn't know what to do on it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know if you saw the David Jaffe conversation he had with Adam Sessler. Did any of you guys see it?
I did not.
Bro, he brought up a good point. I don't know if you would actually agree with it though, but he said, "Hey, how come you guys didn't think over there to do like a WWE type persona with Frost? Turn that negative to a positive. Like, she just a heel. She comes on, the show, had that be part of the satire. She's like, oh, I just hate PlayStation." I think that would have helped her a little bit, just a little bit, but It was a little too much damage. Yeah,
it would have given her a more of an identity. But then you go back to the root of the problem. The root of the problem wasn't necessarily her. She played a role in it, but the root of the problem with G4 TV was the fact that there was no reason for it to come back. It was a product of a bygone era. You didn't have YouTube and Twitch back then. You literally had video game magazines, and G4 TV was something different.
Yeah.
But that was almost, 2 decades ago. The whole video game landscape has changed. Having 200 employees for a company that obviously is not bringing in the amount of revenue that they thought they would be bringing in, it is not smart. It's not something sustainable. It's something that is going to crash and burn eventually. And I think everyone, understood the writing was on the wall with it. But, there's people that still live and die by it. And they're like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's like you can get the same quality on a YouTube video nowadays. It doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. I mean, now that she's gone, do you see yourself watching G4?
I never watched G4 in the first place. I didn't care about it.
Because you saw Twitter. I had to ask. A lot of people were saying, yo, guys, okay, maybe we'll watch G4. I'm like, when did you start?
Why?
Like, when did you start? When did you start watching G4?
The whole G4 thing was kind of based on nostalgia. And
exactly,
I would remember catching a G4 episode over at my friend's house because he had a different cable service than I did, and I didn't have it, but I saw it a couple times on there. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then when I started working at GameStop had like G4 segments on the discs, the DVDs that you would play on the TVs in the store. So I kind of got to know some of the personalities from that when I was working there. But beyond that, I just didn't care. Like, okay, there are people talking about video games. That's cool. I hope it goes well. But like I said, that was nearly 20 years ago. And everything
like
has
we didn't have all
changed
these.
Since then.
Yeah, we didn't have these avenues. We didn't have YouTubers basically doing what they basically did in small 30-minute forms on that network. Like, you got people who dedicate their channels to doing walkthroughs and playthroughs. You got people who have dedicated their channels to tech, like Lou. You remember Lou, Unbox Therapy? His channel blew up to where it is now. He's one of the biggest tech channels. So it's like, a lot of people don't need G4 for their basic needs anymore. Not even cheat codes, because people don't use cheat codes. They just play the games.
We damn near ain't got cheat codes no more, man. Sadly, but
that's true.
They really don't put cheat codes in games.
That's true. So it was an old format that was never going to work in the new day. Now I thought maybe this was going to be like a passing of the torch. Like I thought maybe Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler were going to come back and bring back some of those OGs and put over the newer, the newer generation and have them.
That would have worked.
But
that would have been smarter, honestly. But they wanted to rekindle that success because it's like, what has Adam Sessler been doing since G4 till now? Like, just existing and like, I don't know. He just looks. You look at him and you're like, damn, I'm getting old. But at least I'm not that old yet. But
Yeah, I agree. It's time flew, man. Time really did flew. So let me move this here. But yeah, no, I agree. So that was the G4 situation. Probably got his take on it. It was, whew. Let's get into something that has broken the internet. I mean, is anybody surprised by this title? I mean, it took a little long for us to get here. A little minute. I'll give them credit. They survived this long. But it officially came to an abrupt end. Google Stadia. Google Stadia is now donezo. And basically there's a bunch of articles out here hinting that the reason why a big factor is because of Activision Blizzard's deal with Microsoft. Now, my thing is this, bro. You're streaming games. Sony already has an issue with this with PlayStation now. Streaming games is not the way of going about content. Yeah, it works with movies. It's never going to work with games. Never. And in order for that to become a thing where I would say, and I can say with confidence that it would work, is when Google Fiber becomes accessible for everybody around the world. But I don't see streaming games being the future. So they never really got to that stage. And as far as the games offering, what exactly was so different about Stadia's library from that of a PS5 or an Xbox or a PC? Do you guys know?
No, well,
They-
I mean,
Well, they
Yeah,
had a couple of like indie games that were exclusive, but that was it.
yeah, Guilt was
Been great.
Guilt
Oh,
was the
okay.
game that was. But the problem was when they came out, they said, "Oh, we're." To me, it feels like Stadia was just like they were thinking about it and then they decided to go through it, and then a week later they were talking about it. Because to me, it doesn't make sense to say, "Oh, we have." Jade Raymond's going to be doing a first party studio with us and we're going to be doing exclusive games, but we have absolutely nothing to show you because the games haven't even been started yet. And it's like, I feel like that should have been a priority. If you came out and had exclusive games, people would want to get into the ecosystem. But like we were talking about off the air, the problem is you overpromised and you underdelivered, which is what you see with so many video game companies, especially newer ones in this era. You promised that there was going to be all these features like watching your favorite YouTuber play a game, and then you could click a button and play that game with them or something like that. They never integrated
guides or something like that. You can like build a guide and have it seamlessly play as you play or some stuff like that they were showing.
Yeah, they never integrated any of that. And the biggest red flag to me on day one was this is Google. Okay, Google has canceled so many things along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that people just seem to overlook that and they're like, oh, this is going to be different. It's like, no, it's not. If there shows any signs of stress or cracks, or if it doesn't pop off the way they want it to, it's going to go away. And I mean, that's exactly what happened. I think that Bethesda thing is just, if that's what they want to say, that's fine. But you shouldn't live and die by one company. That's one company or one game. Oh, well, we don't have this game, so that's why. And it's just like what Jim Ryan says. Well, it's not fair. It's not fair. Life is not fair. Business is not fair. It's competition. And when somebody does something that gives them a one-up on you, you have to find a way to sort of circumvent that.
Exactly.
Make your own game. This isn't something new. SOCOM never was on an Xbox system. Make a SOCOM, make a Resistance, make a Killzone.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing it back to full circle, I just think I think cloud gaming does have a place, and I think companies are still going to push for it. And I don't hate it if it's an option. If it's the mandatory thing, though, your internet's still, especially in the United States, you're not there yet.
We're definitely not there. I agree with that for sure. Hunter, what's your take?
Like RGT was saying, like my initial skepticism with it was just the fact that it was Google. Like Google just is known to cancel everything. They made all these promises up front that they didn't deliver. It was kind of like a rocky start to it. But the biggest thing for me really is just it's just the games. Like the games is always what make a platform to me. And there was really no reason. I'm the type of guy that buys like literally everything. I didn't actually buy, but one of my friends had the Atari Jaguar and brought it over all the time. So even stuff like that, like Neo Geo, like 3DO, like even the more like niche consoles, if they have good exclusive games, I'll jump in it. But this, I didn't see what the point of this was. It's like the games cost the same amount on Stadia as they did on other platforms, but on the other platforms, I can download the native version of it. I don't have to stream it. So if my internet goes out for a day, I can still play the game because it's on my console. So like to me, it was kind of like any game that I would get for this would be like the inferior version of it. The only better part about it is, I guess, is that you can play it like anywhere you want because it's streaming. But I don't want to go on a bus or a train and play Stadia games on there. If I'm gonna go on a bus and a train and I'm gonna play a video game, I'm gonna play a dedicated handheld console like Switch or the Steam Deck or something like that, right? Like, why would I want to do streaming? I know if I'm on a train or a bus, like it's not going to be good quality. There's going to be lag, right? In my games, even at home. Like I actually I have a couple of I wanted to like try it out just to see. So I have a couple of Stadia games and I played it, and like I would say maybe every like 4 or 5 minutes there'd be a stutter in my game. So it wasn't that bad. Like okay, maybe there'd be like 8 or 9 stutters every hour, just momentary stutters. But for someone like me, it's like even that is way too much. Like I want no stutter, right? I want 0 stutters in my game. I don't want to be playing a racing game and like, you know, my car like juts around a little bit because of the stuttering. Like I want crystal clear, smooth gaming all the time, any second I'm playing a video game. So I just didn't see the appeal. I kind of knew it was dead from day one. I would never like invest time and money into something that like like, you know, if I think it actually has a future. And you could just tell. And the thing is too is like it was so obvious. I think it was a year and a half ago. It was like February 2021, if I remember, when they announced that they were going to close down their internal studios. Right, that right there is like the biggest indication that this is not a priority. They have no plan on making this like a very successful platform. They were already losing third-party support at that point, and they've been continuing to lose the third, as you mentioned, BitCloud. Like the amount of games that have, I think, if I recall, at the beginning of this year, Google announced that they would have 100 games on their platform this year, and I saw some website that was keeping track of it. And I know that at the end of August, they weren't even at 50. So there's no like, there's just no way. Yeah, now of course they're never going to make it. But like even if they did, they might have got like 70 games. Like it's embarrassing. That's all I can say. It's embarrassing. I 70 games. How many? Like I understand that on Xbox and Switch and PlayStation, there's a lot of shovelware, but like there's been hundreds of games on those platforms already this year. There's going to be probably hundreds more coming out in the next couple of months. But even if we're looking at high quality games, like there's like 5 or 10 high quality AAA games that tend to come out every month on these platforms versus Stadia, which from what I could see, it was lucky if you got like 1 or 2, and then the rest were just like indie games that you probably never even heard of.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, it was inevitable, and it's totally bad. Like the only good thing about it really is like I do think that they lit a fire under Microsoft and Amazon to get their cloud platforms in shape, which Microsoft seems to be doing a lot better in the cloud space than what Google is. And I'm not sure if they would be at that spot now if Google wasn't, you know, prompting them to invest faster. So in that regards, like they might have like, you know, Google could have bumped up the adoption of cloud gaming by a year or two because they laid the foundation for it. But aside from that, it's like it was inevitable. We all knew it was going to die. So
Google Stadia, man, wow. It took this long to get here, but it happened.
Sorry. One more thing.
Go.
One more thing. I just because we talked about this before, and it was kind of a joke, but it's totally funny and ironic that Phil Harrison has the worst track record.
Oh, Phil.
Of any executive in gaming. He has struck. Not only has he struck out like every single time, I mean, he's batting zero. This dude has literally failed every major platform, I guess, except for Nintendo, right? He tanked PlayStation.
That's next. That's next.
That's next. My thing is this with Phil though. Where does he go from here? He was like their main poster boy for this whole thing. Yeah, I remember. He was the main poster boy. So where does he go?
Jumps to Nintendo, like sell your Nintendo stock. Divest your games. If Phil Harrison joins Nintendo, you guys are in trouble.
I think he'd be fine if he goes to Nintendo. Nintendo got like the most insane loyal fan base I've ever seen.
Well, he would probably be a Nintendo of America, and they don't do anything anyway. So I think he would be all right.
That is very true. That is very true.
It'd be fine if he went to Nintendo. Shout out to Paradoxer with the 2. Now Super Chat, he says, hi, BitCloud. Hi, RGT85. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to you, sir.
What up, Paradoxer?
Don, I appreciate it. He said, I like the new design. Thank you. Obviously, got to go to struggle. What's your thoughts on Stadia, dog? Were you hyped for it?
I must say that I've been a Google hater for years. So great joy when something they do fail. Get to add it to the little Kill by Google website. Amazing. But I'm gonna keep it short because most of them said everything that I was gonna say. The things I'm gonna bring up is as I'm a real competitive type gamer, so like I play shooters and fighters. It's impossible to play them type games on that console because of that stutter that Hunter was talking about and the input lag that ain't nobody bring up yet. Yeah, that all the streaming got input lag, and you cannot play a fighter on anything stream. you gonna get demolished online with that lag too. Nah, impossible. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just add that to what everybody else said. I hated it from the beginning. I said it was gonna die when as soon as it came out, it did. I'm about to throw up a clip on Twitter, like everybody else calling it, because I feel like everybody called it, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Nobody was so.
I never even tried it.
Never tried it. I didn't
No.
either, but I knew it was a wrap
I tried it.
because first of all they're talking about, hey, we got 10. I remember like it was yesterday. Hey, we got 10 T-flops with the service. More than the current gen console. I'm like, that's cool, Phil, but the next gen systems haven't even revealed theirs yet.
Did you guys see that? The one thing that like is so disappointing about this is apparently Google did not even tell the developers. Have you guys seen that?
I saw that.
You guys see the tweets? I saw like at least a dozen from developers that were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I spent the last 3 weeks like submitting my paperwork for my game. I went through the whole like QA process. My game was gonna launch on Stadia in like 3 days, and their store shuts down. Like,
what? They didn't let nobody know.
Google had better pay these developers, man. Like they gotta make good. Google has like unlimited money, man. They got they gotta make good with these developers, because goddamn, like, could you imagine spending months porting your game or building your game on Stadia and then
Wow.
Aren't they giving all the customers refunds though?
Yeah, for everything.
It should
yeah,
be.
aside
Games,
from like the
hardware.
membership fee, I think
I
they're
will
not,
hope the developers they
not
refund.
refunding that. But what was like
How was
so
that
weird is
controller? Was that controller any good, Hunter?
I didn't.
Oh, you
use-
know-
I didn't buy.
oh,
I didn't buy the founder pack. No,
Oh.
no. I just used my own controller.
Yeah, my homie didn't buy that either.
I know, dude. Like I said, I'm not gonna waste my money. Like,
I thought it was guaranteed.
I
As you
just
should.
want like any platform. I have to at least play it. That's my commitment. I've got to at least play every platform just to
Oh,
see. So
dude.
that's why I got a couple of games for Stadia. But I try to invest as little as possible.
Yeah, Cristobal brought up a point too, and yeah, I hated that too. I'm not a fan of that. The fact that they own YouTube, because that's the reason why YouTube hasn't been the same. It's because of Google. So,
Man, look,
yeah.
if they made YouTube, it had already been done. They got handed YouTube.
That's
I
true.
promise you. It would have already been gone if they made it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels like
I mean,
being
like
on
they only got
platform-
2 successful products, man. Google Chrome and all their little apps, and YouTube. What else
Yep.
they got?
That's true. No, that's true. But I feel like
Well,
I don't
their-
know.
their-
Quality
their
of
bread and butter
YouTube
is, like,
dropped.
ads.
Yeah.
That's literally what Google is.
Yeah,
It's like that.
Google ads. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, geez, I haven't seen their financial reports in a while, but I from what I can recall, it's like 90+% of the revenue. Like
Mm.
Google's an ad company. That's all they are. The YouTube and stuff is just like little play toys for them. It's Google
Now,
ads.
But
is
who's
where
doing
they
it
make all their
worse
money.
though? I think Twitch is doing it worse. I'll give
Way worse.
YouTube
Ooh,
has a
way
better
worse.
channel on it, but
Let's talk
Twitch is
about
doing it
that.
worse. Yes, let me get to that because
Let me stop.
this guy struggled, man. He got banned from Twitch for 30
Man.
days for nothing, man. It's he's a content
Nah,
creator
it wasn't
over
really
there.
nothing. But still.
I don't know, something, but it was, but,
unfair. Very unfair. I'll tell you that.
but I'm hearing how they doing the Twitch content creator, especially if you're affiliate. They're doing 70-30 split plus their the ads
They
in
ain't doing
general.
70-30. They doing
Yeah.
50-50.
Oh,
They're
what?
50-50,
Oh wait,
yeah.
50-50.
Yeah.
My bad. I got
They
mixed up.
were
They
doing
getting
70-30
rid of
like,
70-30.
Oh, they're getting rid of set. Okay. So 50-50 split for ad revenue. Then they're on top of that. Now, you guys know how AEW has that thing where like you still see the stream on the side or the show happening live, but then you
Yeah,
have like
picture
ad,
in picture.
the picture. They don't have that, if I remember correctly, on Twitch whatsoever. So in the middle of a conversation, an ad can just pop up and you miss a good chunk of the dialogue the streamer
It's
said.
ridiculous, bro.
And that sucks because there are a lot of people, especially like these people in the industry. Like I've seen this with IGN's Twitch. Some people will donate just to ask like a question, like, "Hey, could you answer this? How do we get to this, that, and the third? Or how do you do this?" And she'll answer it, and immediately, ad will cut them off, and they didn't hear it.
And it's like a chunky ad. It's like a 1
Yeah.
of 8. You got to sit there for 90 seconds.
That's wild.
Crazy.
That's wild. My thing is this too. What exactly is this platform for? Now, I feel like Twitch is not for content creators. It's more so for everything but gaming. You know what I mean? it doesn't feel like it's for gaming content creators.
I agree.
You might be right.
Yeah,
I'd be onto something there.
That's crazy. Subs are 50-50 too, huh? Damn. Wow.
Subs been 50-50. Subs and bits. The ad revenue 55 now. The thing that Red Hood is talking about for big streamers.
Damn.
That ain't for us.
And yeah, hot tub streams seems to be the content they want to push.
Which ain't even a damn hot tub.
I'm a hot tub streamer myself, so I'm fine with that.
When I hear hot tub, I want to see an actual not a children's inflatable
play
pool.
tub.
No,
Look, RGT, look, it's hard to stream from an actual hot tub. We got to do what we got to do. All right? Look, us hot tub streamers got to stick together. I can't let you go for them right now. The key pulls is enough.
So here's the funny thing. You're actually, no, you said you shouldn't start your streams on YouTube. Your streams are fine on YouTube. YouTube, you have a chance at least, but it's no guarantees. Really, it's no guarantees with either platform. You just got to grind and hopefully you get there. But I feel like Twitch has made it extremely tougher going forward. And I don't even think Twitch is going to be around for that long going forward. I don't. They lost their biggest Twitch streamer.
5 years, bro.
Yeah. They lost their biggest Twitch streamer of all time, and that was Dr. Disrespect to YouTube. How you let Dr. Disrespect walk? I don't know.
They banned him. They actually banned him.
How do you let that man walk? That's crazy to me.
It's just ridiculous. They running out of money. They can't afford the internet bill. They can't afford to pay streamers no more.
What's happening with Ninja? Is he back? Or I know he went like he just went offline.
I don't think I've seen him back yet.
Yeah, he went
back at all.
He tweeted like a little while ago that he was just gonna like regroup and stay to himself for a while.
Yeah. He was. I think he's stressed over him playing that same game over and over, bro.
That too.
Yeah,
he got it Fortnite. I'd be going crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody used like one of those like portal things and like zapped away.
He got off.
And then he freaked out.
He didn't even die or nothing. He just got off.
He just like turned his stream off and said, "That's it, I'm done."
He's got fuck you money though. He doesn't.
Yeah, he really do got fuck you money.
I say, y'all forgetting about the Mixer deal? How much did you get paid? Like 15 mil?
Oh, dude,
20
mil to play just on Mixer. So I mean, he's
or
fine.
to shut down.
Kind of sucks actually. Like I know Mixer wasn't the most popular place, but at least like if it was still around, there'd be other options. Like maybe
it went to Facebook, right?
Turn it around or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Do people even use? I know Facebook was like vying for attention, but does anyone actually use Facebook streaming?
Yeah,
they tried to make it a thing. I remember they were giving out money just to some people I knew to stream on there, but I never heard from them, and I was just like, I don't care. Whatever.
I actually heard that was a scam. If I'm being honest, a lot of people that got paid didn't get their money.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I do remember that. I remember there was like a whole bunch of streamers that got paid all at the same time, but to like promote this like relaunch or whatever of it, and then a month later you never hear about it again.
Yeah. Somebody shout out to the Finest. So the Finest just shared me wow. He shared me a screenshot of PlayStation VR 2. I think it says $5.99 in euros.
Red Hood saying Facebook gaming is done. Okay.
I feel like it kills your career, bro, if you go over there and start streaming. I feel like you become forgotten because y'all just said y'all never heard from them people again. It's like a sunken place.
So what? Like it's like pretty much the only place then, really. Like the only decent place that's left, it seems.
But I just man. Bad time.
So we got.
Yeah, until something bigger than them comes along, but I don't see that.
TikTok coming up. TikTok is coming up. The streaming on TikTok is. I will say that.
Well, yeah, that could be actually huge. TikTok.
I don't understand that though. I don't understand the craze behind it. Like it's like small short videos and they just blew up, and then now YouTube's doing that more so.
No, they got a gaming streaming team now. That's what I was saying. That's coming up. It ain't big.
So that could be huge. Yeah.
Oh, so you're just streaming games like you do Twitch, or is it?
Yeah. That's exactly how it is.
Oh, wow.
YouTube. I mean, on TikTok.
Okay.
A couple of my homies got accepted to the partnership program and stuff.
Are they? Have they started paying money though? Like that's my thing. You don't get paid for none of that shit.
You very much remain broke.
Like unless you get a damn sponsorship based off your video, you ain't getting paid. Like I have a friend, my buddy works for Destructoid, and he runs the Destructoid TikTok, and he's showing me, oh yeah, we got 800,000 views on this TikTok. I'm like, cool. How much money did it make you? Oh, you don't make money. He tells me that every time. I'm like, yes, I understand that you don't make money on there. I'm just saying, I feel like your time could be better spent on things that are going to make money.
Unless you want to talk about building an audience, maybe, and using that to convert towards something else. But that's
hard to get people.
I feel like
that's a switch.
I feel like with TikTok, it's more of a flex for sponsors.
Yeah,
you gotta get your sponsor money from TikTok.
That's a good point.
They get numbers because they got numbers for days, but they ain't giving no money.
Yeah, I've seen that, and like YouTube's trying so hard to do it, and it's like I don't even think YouTube do it.
They monetizing though.
They monetizing it, but I don't see YouTube doing that much better. If anything, most of the stuff you see on the YouTube Shorts is stuff from TikTok. You know what I mean? Like they'll export
it. It really is repurposed.
Yeah, they export them. So I don't.
We gonna see what it's hitting for. I hope it's good.
And YouTube Shorts, I mean, it's really. I had a friend who got like 1.5 million views on a short. I'm like, word, how much money did it make you? $200. I was like, what? That's insane. What do you mean $200? That's not nearly enough money, dude. I mean, I guess it was good. It helped his channel grow, but he got subs from it, but he didn't get viewers from it. He got a bunch of dead subs from it who don't care about what he's doing most of the time. So I don't know. They need to find a better balance.
I agree. Next topic here. Sackboy finally going to PC. Hunter, you seen Twitter, the meltdown, the weird reactions. So are you surprised by this? Sackboy is now going to PC, even though it was leaked months ago on the damn G4 leak. Was it NVIDIA leak or something like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we've known about this for like a year or thereabouts. Like, it's been a long time that we've been talking about it. So it's kind of like Returnal. Like Returnal, do you guys see? It was like what was it? There's been a Steam page for Returnal for months and months and months. Yep. And they still haven't. So I mean, they're obviously going to announce Returnal probably coming in like.
They also flagged a YouTuber, I think, who was like leaking gameplay.
Oh yeah. That was the latest. Thanks for jogging my memory. It was the menu screen for Returnal that somebody recorded like a 30-second video of all the different video and audio options, and then Sony came in and striked it down, so you could actually see Sony Interactive Entertainment. We're like, okay, well, I mean, it's probably legit then.
Yeah,
there's no other reason why you would strike that down.
Yeah, it's weird that companies don't realize that while you're doing, like, at least with Rockstar, they came out and said, "Hey, these leaks were real. Sorry." But most of the time, they don't even do that. They just strike the stuff, and they're like, well, why'd you strike it if it's not real? Like,
at least comments. Do a little demonstration. Yeah. The G4 leak, I mean, again, that game's in... Yeah. I mean, that too.
Konami, like strike the Silent Hill material that leaked out a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because, like, for a year or longer, like Silent Hill has been this like ongoing rumor that just will never go away.
We talking about Sonic Karam is making. It's called Abandoned. Stop it.
Yeah. And then suddenly Konami comes in and they strike the content. It's like, why would you just confirmed it? We didn't know for a year whether or not this was real or not. You just confirmed it, Konami.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't understand. Archie, I agree with you. Like, if you're going to strike something down, then make a comment about it. Like, that's the only logical thing to do, because it really doesn't make any sense. Just because you can see who strikes it down.
Exactly.
Oh boy! And speaking of that game, I'm telling you, if that game ends up being anything, and that's all like a diversion, I'm gonna laugh my ass off like so much. But if Abandoned actually ends up being something, and it was all a diversion, and they were showing us like old concepts of old characters, and that's what the trick was.
Yeah,
that Abandoned dude is just full of shit, I think. what Hassan or whatever his name was. I think it was something like that.
Hassan Quran, yeah. Dude, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that thing is just, smoke and mirrors, and nothing's ever going to happen of it. But like, the part that I still can't believe is like, Shuhei commented on this abandoned thing he tweeted about it. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Seriously, like, what's going on? Like,
there's probably something.
Shuhei's a smart dude.
Yeah, there's something.
He's a plugged in dude. Like, do you know? Like, in order for Shuhei to like, because he commented something that would make us be like more curious about the game. I forget what it was. Like maybe like the like emoji or something.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, he had to have had a meeting or something. Like, he had to have like met Blue Box or like been in a conference call where they talked about Blue Box. Like, if that never happened, there's no way he would have tweeted about it. So the whole thing's just like bizarre, and it's been, I think the last time Blue Box tweeted anything was like March, and then I actually even noticed, because I'm like morbidly curious about this game and this company, so I actually checked out Hassan Karam's web or a Twitter account like a week or two ago, and I noticed that he actually went private, and he had some kind of like notification where it was like going private because of too much personal harassment or something. So yeah, like this never hit the news, right? No one was talking about it, but like I don't know, somebody was harassing him, death threats, or I don't know, man. Like something must have happened in the last month.
Oh man, I mean, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
He knew what he was doing though when he made that tweet. Like, I'm talking about when he says, "Hey, our game starts with an S, ends with an L," and everybody saw Hideo Kojima retweeting him, and it's like, okay, our game starts with S, ends with an L. Like, he knew what he was doing, but still.
I hate people who do stupid shit and then play the victim. Oh, everyone's being mean. Well, why? Why are they doing that? Did you do something to encourage that? And, I got a mean tweet. You know how many mean tweets and mean DMs I get every day? Just who cares? Who cares?
Man.
Wait a minute. Oh, man. This shit.
For sure. Just ignore that stuff, man. Like, I don't know. The majority of Twitter is nasty.
Like, the internet is nasty.
Unfortunately,
yes,
the majority of Twitter is quite nasty. So
start worrying about shit when someone shows up at your house. Then okay, then
that's the trigger right there.
Exactly. Then you got something to deal with. But just empty threats on the internet, whatever.
Yeah.
Looks like I might go to full screen, everybody. Hold up. But you guys continue talking. I'm just gonna get blazing here. Mr. 4K joined us finally.
4K, W4K.
Dude was sleeping.
Yeah, no, he was sleeping. Little fraud. Say, Big Claw, sorry, man. I fell asleep.
Should have set an alarm. I
fell asleep.
Laid down at 3:30. I set an alarm for 4:30.
Exactly.
No, so I just started a new job, so I'm like working 10 at night to 6 in the morning.
Oh shit!
But when I got out of work, Big Cloud had me working. You know what I mean? Can you make this? Can you make that? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. How you guys doing though?
Good.
I'm good.
Oh, you had to get rid of the overlay, man. I would have kept my ass out of here, bro. Oh man.
You fine? Just made the big screen one. Duh.
All right.
You're fine.
But yeah. Too bad for Sackboy.
Yeah, dude, I don't see our videos on the stream.
They're about to be back on.
Oh, okay.
Hunter, you just got back?
Yeah, I just got back a few days ago, so I've been like severely jet lagged this whole week, and
I bet.
God, dude, like the over there, it's like 13 hours difference. It's like if I was still there, it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, my body still thinks it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
You had fun,
yeah, man.
That's why it matters. You had fun.
What's that?
Yeah, Japan's a culture shock, bro. I'm telling you, Japan is a culture shock.
Oh,
Coming back to America and Canada.
Yeah, dude. The craziest thing with that is whenever I fly back, I actually fly like this time I flew back at, let's see, it was like 5:30 p.m. and when I arrived back in Toronto here, it was the exact same day, and it was an hour and a half earlier. It was 4 p.m. on the same day. And I was in the airplane for 13 hours, and no time went by. God, it was like it's crazy to land and you're like, it's still dinner time and shit.
5 seconds. There you go.
What topics were you on?
What were we talking about? We were talking about.
We're talking about Sackboy, but then it just devolved into other random shit.
Yeah, Sackboy.
I'm really curious to see like how Sony like how they prioritize their game. To be honest, I don't think Sackboy is gonna sell all that well. Like, it'll do decently, but like, isn't there like bigger games that they could have ported? Like, I don't know. It just seems weird.
Well, I mean, they have done quite. It seems like they're starting to embrace the PC side of things more and more. I don't necessarily think it'll be day and date, but they're definitely doing different things. Because Sony used to, I mean, there was nothing for PC. They didn't care about it. But when Jim Ryan came on board, it seemed like that philosophy changed for better or worse, however you feel about it.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons.
How much are they selling Sackboy right now?
On there?
On Steam.
I bet it's full price.
Good question. Yeah, it's probably full price.
Was Sackboy on PS4, or am I tripping?
I think so. Yeah.
I think.
I think.
Okay, so we still haven't got the first native PS5 game yet. Still hasn't happened.
Yeah, like you would think that Demon Souls would sell way more on PC.
100%. Oh my god.
Than that, right?
Just for the mods.
Facts. Oh my god.
So fast. Oh yeah.
Dude, RGT, the mod community would eat that game up, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
100%. I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just checked it. It was on PS4 as well. So yeah, there's no native PS5 game on PC.
It just seems like a weird game to bring over. Like I don't get it. And in the same breath, like I understand the sentiment of why people would be mad because they don't want Sony to go down this road. But it's like who cares about Sackboy right now? Like
you know what? I don't think there's no online co-op for Sackboy. Am I crazy?
Oh, there is.
Is there? Are you sure?
Yeah, I used it.
Okay, but well, that changes everything. Because I was thinking maybe they ported over a game that's just it's just a game you port it over. That's it, really. Like you don't got to worry about online matchmaking or nothing like that. But Sackboy, I think if they ported Little Big Planet, it would sell more than Sackboy.
Yes,
by a mile.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, I'm hearing that Returnal. All these games are eventually gonna come, man. If anybody's still surprised and upset by this, I mean, really, Returnal makes sense. Demon Souls it's just like Sony pays attention to all the games. Like out of all the games, like you guys said, you bring Sackboy. Like I see all the Bloodborne crying emojis. It's like it's just there's so many other games they can be focused on, but whatever.
It's almost like the games that maybe necessarily don't do as well, and those are the games that they end up prioritizing.
Good point.
Like Days Gone and stuff.
Yeah.
They said that was a quote unquote failure to some degree, and then they got a bunch of money just bringing it to PC because for whatever reason, it ended up doing well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who developed Sackboy?
I forgot. It's not Media Molecule, is it? No, it's someone else.
It wasn't Media Molecule. It
wasn't Sumo, right? Now let me ask you something. Is Sumo gonna?
It was Sumo, yeah.
So can Sumo make another Sackboy? Are they gonna be? Is there gonna be laser pointers pointed at them saying, "Hey, you failed. You can't do another one"? So I'm curious.
No, you're probably getting another.
Sumo got bought.
Oh. By who? Sony or someone else?
By Tencent.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That's
You
right.
see the
Well,
Saudis?
actually, you know what? Like maybe like who knows? Actually, Tencent might make games for PlayStation, so I guess it's still a possibility that they could get Sumo, but
Nah.
but yeah. Anyways, they got bought by Tencent. I think I think it was actually this year, wasn't it? Remember it being like beginning of this year.
Damn.
Could you imagine Ghost of Tsushima on an ultra wide with all the mods? Oh my lord.
Ooh, Blazers sound nice right now. I like that. I like that idea.
I like it too, but
already.
I mean, Miles also got a trailer too. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Yeah.
Even though we knew that was coming, they kind of said it was coming.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm super excited for that. I'm actually like surprised that they released them so close together. I guess they want them both out before the holiday just to bank all that money, but
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you know, the original Spider-Man on PC, like that hype could ride out for a few months, and then you know, like if they would have released Miles like early next year,
yeah,
that might have like continued the momentum. But anyways, I mean, it's always good if we get it earlier. I'm just really surprised by it.
Sure. I'm here for getting early.
But did you guys see it was like it was like I think Spider-Man was like, what was it, like 70th on the sales chart, and then it came out on PC and then jumped back up to third. Yeah. It was crazy. It was like literally like it jumped to the very top of the sales chart again, which is like it just proves why they're doing the PC release, right? Like, geez, if your game is like, you know, and almost approaching the bottom 100 on the sales chart and then jumps right back up to the top.
It's like a shot of life. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Well, yeah,
I think it makes
Sony's actually like.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that like Shuhei at that latest like game industry presentation, he had that like fireside chat, and he was talking about using PlayStation Plus as like, he called it life cycle management of games, and that is like, I think that is absolutely like critical and key to what Sony is doing. They've realized that releasing a game once and then that's it is not a good system, right? It's not a good way to make a lot of money on these games. So what they're doing is they're going to release it first on PS5, and then they're going to wait like, you know, a year, and they're going to release that on PC, and that's going to make it like, you know, it spike back up again. Player base will go back up, revenue will go back up, and then maybe like another 6 months from there, that's when it goes on PlayStation Plus Extra, right? Yeah. And then again, the user base goes up, and then maybe like a year from there, it goes to like the Essential, right? So that everybody that has PS Plus can play it. So then, so suddenly, like, you know, your game is just like over like a 3 or 4 year period, like constantly has like new releases and new players coming into it. That's what they're doing for their games. I think it's pretty smart to do. Like I'm excited for like the new Returnal fan base to come in.
Yeah, that game definitely deserves the
that'll be pretty awesome.
The attention it
I want to
got.
play that.
I'm excited for somebody to put a Barney helmet over the Returnal character. It's really exciting.
I want to see somebody
Barney helmet
change out to have Samus in Returnal.
That would make so much sense, bro.
That'd be dope.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, that is for sure gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that coming.
So that's an awesome idea.
That Metroid Prime, like, I mean, that makes so much sense, dude. God.
Yeah. Damn.
Guys, I would like just every now and again, I kind of just like spend a minute and think about like, what are all the PlayStation studios making? And it's just like, I just still can't believe I did that the other day, and I was like, we still don't know what all these companies are making. Like, yeah. Could you imagine, like, when Sony finally has their PlayStation showcase and announces their game, like, we don't know what Housemarque is making. What if they're making Returnal 2? We don't know what Bluepoint is making. What if they're making like Bloodborne remake along with like this new IP, right?
Yep.
We don't know what we just talked about Days Gone. What is Ben's studio? Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's like there's so much awesomeness that's gonna come soon.
Hunter, PlayStation's in deep water, man. They it's bad out there, man. Trust me, man.
Yeah,
Scary.
let's get into
Dead
that
man
deep.
walking.
Yeah, let's get into the dead man walking because they got some. I don't want to say this is like crazy backlash, but it's like some of the dumbest backlash I've seen. But it's basically in regards to the PlayStation Stars thing. Basically, if you are a, I'm guessing what they're trying to say is if you're a big spender or if you're just someone who buys the games, you're nonstop buying games, you'll get priority from customer service.
Now, are they going to look at my prior account? Because when I was a complete Sony fanboy, I was buying games like every game. I was like, there's nobody with more games that like from 2013 to 2015. Ain't no way nobody spent more. So my thing is like, how are they going to prioritize that? Like, what, you're going to get on the phone? You're not going to wait for like music, elevator music? Like, what, like
that's what I'm saying.
It's just a ridiculous statement. Like, what are they doing? Like, I don't understand.
I don't get it either. They're saying it's a rare trophy you get, which is that customer service, faster customer service. If you're
it's a weird flex. Like,
it really is.
So yeah, hey guys, I talked to
anyway.
It is actually. It's not the greatest.
Garbage anyway. So like you getting first class garbage.
Like you're still waiting on the phone? Good on. Like
I actually checked. They actually updated their PlayStation Stars webpage just recently, probably with the launch of the Asian thing that's happening at it, and it's actually not too bad. Like when I first heard the news of like, oh my god, like the people who spend more get higher priority, but I had to look at the details. It's actually not that bad. It was literally. You had to. There's 4 different levels. When you first join, you're going to be at level 1. As you like buy games and unlock trophies, you go up higher levels. But in order to get to level 4, which is where you get the better customer service, all you got to do is buy 4 full-priced digital games from the PlayStation Store, and you have to unlock. I think it was 128 trophies. So Blaze, like when you join, you'll be like just like all of us. We're all going to be at level 1. But if you buy 4 games in the next like few months or whatnot, like you'll and then unlock a bunch of trophies, you'll be at level 4. I think it doesn't seem like you drop levels. It doesn't. I didn't see anything where you have to like maintain.
Not shit. We don't know. We don't know.
But they didn't say anything on the website. I don't know if it's like I doubt it's like you got to buy 4 a year. But, like who knows if like eventually you have to like do stuff to maintain your membership. But
my thing is this though: what if it's a dry year?
I'm telling you, Big Cloud, they're gonna look at like, oh, this guy got PS Plus Premium, add him to the queue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you shit like that. Oh, how about when you're pre-ordering certain games, like a limited edition, like getting in the queue faster? Now that's shit.
I got a few of those already pre-ordered. Like Hogwarts Legacy's done. I'm ready for that. You got Callisto Protocol December done.
Yeah, but those are digital items. I'm talking about like a limited edition console.
Okay.
Like would that help you? Expedite your.
Doesn't seem like it.
Wow.
Wait, so y'all saying people's mad about this?
They're mad because they're like, hey, see, it's for the payers. You have to pay to get good customer service. I'm like, guys, it's the same customer service.
Oh, it's a bunch of fake outrage, bro. That's all it is.
Like fake outrage.
Yeah, it is like nonstop.
You know what? I was
loyalty program or some shit. Don't every company got something like that?
They do. It's called the elites. I think it's called the elite program.
When I initially heard about this, I certainly was like, when I first read it, I was like, that doesn't sound too good because, I mean, that means if I don't buy a lot of games quickly, I'm going to be like on a lower tier.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about for this whole thing is just
customer service. But then I was.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. What you saying, Honor? You there?
Yep.
It looked like his camera froze and it lagged out. So
I think he lagged out because
I tweeted about it and people actually responded. Is it?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're good.
I'm sorry. Wait.
I tweeted about it and I had some people that responded back and they had some good points, which is that actually a lot of loyalty programs have something similar.
Yeah.
Like Best Buy's loyalty program, if you join it, you get priority. If you subscribe to Amazon and get Amazon Prime, then you get there's like you can jump queues and you can get perks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So and it's actually true, and like airlines do it. Like actually a lot of loyalty programs.
Hotels do it.
Will give you so actually what I thought about when I read that, I was like, you know what,
It's not that bad.
And y'all said all you gotta do is buy 4 games a year.
4 games.
Who that's not buying 4 games a year and need customer service?
I don't even think it's a year. I just think it's as soon as you buy 4 games and unlock the number of trophies, you're just automatically at tier 4.
Yeah, if you can't get
always at
4
tier 4.
games, you're not even gonna need customer service.
Struggle, nice headphones, buddy. Just noticed that, by the way.
Thank you, kid. Thank you.
Did you get those from HaloStore.com or?
I got them for these.
I actually agree that people that spend more money and that are more invested in ecosystem should get better service. Like, maybe it's not like egalitarian, but I know there's people that think everything should be equal across the board. But no, like, I mean, if I invest more time and money into something, I would expect a little bit better service from those companies. But the only thing that actually irks me about this is that there are players that focus on one game or just like a handful of games, and those people will not get tier 4, and that is a shame. I think, like, if I was the type of player that I bought like Destiny 2 and I play like 1,500 hours of Destiny 2 every year, or I play Final Fantasy 14 on my PlayStation and that's all I do, like, I think people like that should elevate.
But what would they need a customer service for? They ain't got no purchasing issues, or like
maybe
they don't buy nothing.
But what he's saying, like, it should be based on playtime too. It shouldn't just be based on like
playtime.
They should reward players for playing and beating games. Maybe do something like that, because like now, like, whoever's got unlimited funds or mommy's wallet or credit card, like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? I mean, this might be something so minor and like, people are gonna probably forget about it, and it's gonna be something you add to your profile, like a spinning PS3.
Are they starting from scratch, or are they gonna go and look at everybody's profile and see, okay, you have 128 rares or whatever, and you're in, or are they gonna legit start from scratch and you have to earn these again? Like,
I don't think it's gonna be that deep, dude. I really don't.
That is curious.
All tied together, I think.
Is it? Like, as soon
as you unlock a trophy, I think. Well, this is I don't know because it's not launched.
Okay.
Sure yet, but my assumption is that it's all because you connect it to your PlayStation network account. So my assumption is like, if I unlock a rare trophy, since I'm tied into my PlayStation Stars, it'll recognize that and give me like credit for one trophy.
Oh, okay. But
yeah, so I assume there's back-end connections. They would have to have that, right? So it'd just be automatic.
When does this roll out? Does anybody know?
Isn't it coming out? It's coming out in certain regions first.
That was Japan first.
It's coming out on the, I think it's the 5th. It came out in Asia this week.
Okay.
And it's coming out in North America and South America on the 5th, and then Europe is like, I don't know.
Nobody's seen any videos of somebody testing it?
No.
Oh, there's lots.
I gotta go look at it. I gotta go look at it.
It's all Japanese though.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. When that does drop, definitely gonna see what's up. The other thing that I wanted to talk about.
It's all Asian. The only videos on Japanese.
You saw what? You said
yeah, Hunter seems to be like lagging because Hunter would never speak.
That came out quick as hell.
I know.
That was crazy.
Go Asian. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I'm lagging, guys.
Oh. Did you guys see the Unreal Engine demo for Iron Man that was going around? Did you guys see it?
No.
Ah, dude, they showed off like Iron Man. Yeah. They were saying that this could be what we get from EA. They actually nailed the flying really, really well.
Well, they did like the Superman thing, but it's Iron Man, right? In Unreal Engine 5.
Yep, with the thrusters and everything, they like really made it look good. It was seamless.
Anthem 2 coming out.
So this is in the what's it called, the Matrix demo again. So people are experimenting.
Yeah, pretty much just like developers, or I think it was devs trying it out.
Bro, we get it. That little showcase, like anything you put in with a semi-realistic, like that shit looks incredible. Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
you gotta wonder, like,
you don't
how
think a product gonna look like that.
Yeah, like how long would it take a company to make a game that looks like that? You know,
right.
The entire game, like, because I don't think Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna look like that. I think it'll look better than 5, but I'm not expecting it to be, something like that.
Yo, RGT, I know what you're saying. Grand Theft Auto 5 will be way more vibrant, and it'll kind of like this. It has a way more realistic tone, like color tone palette to it. You know what I mean? Like, and I know GTA will be more colory, but let's not sleep on Rockstar. Listen, we can't forget Rockstar made that game in 2013, running on a PS3. Like, so who knows what they can do? You know what I mean? I don't know, but that shit looks amazing.
If anybody.
You guys talked about Stadia?
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on Stadia biting the bullet?
I'm surprised they bid it early. I knew this day would come. I just didn't expect it to be this early. But honestly, if I'm being honest, Stadia worked every time I used it. And if you were sensitive to input lag, you could feel the input lag. To me, I could feel it. But other than that, I mean, I played Destiny. I ran a raid because I was gonna make this big video, and then I got lazy and scrapped it. But like, I ran a raid on Stadia, like communicated with people and all that. So, and it was functional and all that. But you could feel input lag. So, but I want to ask a question to you guys. Should we be happy, right? Because the big three are still here, and another company has came and tried to go all digital. I mean, not all digital, all cloud-based when they fail. Like, should people be happy about this? I'm curious. Should we be happy about this?
The thing of it is should companies learn from this? Yes. Will they? No. I honestly don't think that they're going to learn from this. I still think they're going to do what they want to do and still push this cloud gaming narrative because it's cheaper for them. They don't have to worry about production of physical goods and physical games like that. They can just, the hardware, it doesn't have to be strenuous on the hardware. It's just in the cloud and it uses this sort of hardware. I think the average consumer that likes digital likes the convenience of it, but I don't think the average digital consumer doesn't be like, I don't think they're like, oh, well, they need to get rid of physical media. It's holding things back. No, I don't think all digital consumer says that because they understand that physical media still has a point and a purpose. So it's a weird balance, man. And the infrastructure ain't there yet.
Look at RGT saying that with a blockbuster behind them. It's like, physical media is still fucking great. I mean,
you knew all about the loyalty program. Yeah, I remember that damn what's it called, the Buster Pass. Get all the shit early.
I had the pass where you got unlimited games, and I lived right behind a Blockbuster that was also
man,
it was a Blockbuster Papa John's, and I had a modded original Xbox. So I would go there and get like a game, burn it to my Xbox, and then bring it back. Be like, I'm done with this game. I'm gonna get something else. And eventually, they're just like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, I just like to sample the games. Don't worry about it." It was great.
God, old times.
That's fire.
So let me ask you guys this. I know obviously God of War comes out in 2 more months? Well, really a month and some change. What's your most anticipated game? Is it God of War, Ragnarok, or you guys got your eyes on Callisto Protocol? Because not a lot happened this week.
I'm looking forward to God of War for sure.
God of War?
I mean, there's you got Bayonetta 3. I think that's gonna be fun. You've got
Is that slated for this year?
Bayonetta 3 comes out next month, October 28th.
Wow, he said that with a straight face.
Hold on. RGT, listen. Where is it? I got it right there. The Bayonetta double. It came with Bayonetta digital, and it came with Bayonetta 2 for Switch. And I got the Wii U version with the actual physical copy as well. But what I'm saying to you is I played Bayonetta 2, and like you can see, I was in like a church and it had like the stained glass and the light shining through. You can see the game wants to just bump, just let me get a resolution bump. Like it's a pretty game. I'm like, yo, it's really underrated. Like some of these little areas I was in. It's just, I'm gonna buy Bayonetta. I like Bayonetta. I actually really enjoy Bayonetta, believe it or not. But man,
it's gonna be very interesting to see how that game runs because I still have questions about it. Like that initial trailer that they saw spooked a lot of people. The second trailer looked a hell of a lot better, but you got to look at where Platinum is right now as a company. they're not the same.
They're hit and
platinum.
miss, dude.
Yeah, like, and when they miss, they miss.
Oh,
They
totally.
miss.
And it's just like that whole No More Heroes 3
Babylon's
thing.
Fall, man. You guys aren't like
No,
That
no.
joint died
Babylon's Fall.
immediately.
But like No More Heroes 3, it was a
You're not
game
one of
that,
the 7 players.
right?
What was the other game that Sony just showed off? That's the only Bayonetta game I'm interested in. I forgot. That new game.
Project Eve. What is it called?
No,
it has a new name.
it's a
now.
new name.
Well, yeah, the new name, yeah, but that's what I call it. I mean,
That's the only Bayonetta that's got my
Dude,
attention.
that game looked good.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm
damn.
excited for that
How can you
game.
look at this and look at Bayonetta the same?
they call Bayonetta like a bootleg Diablo, but like, listen, Bayonetta, like,
Devil May Cry, you mean?
yeah, Devil May Cry. What I say?
Diablo.
My fault. I'm gone. See what I'm saying? I'm half asleep, bro. Yeah, but yeah,
Stellar
you know,
Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade. That's the name of it.
the shit is it's actually very seamless and the combat's really dope. Like once you really start, like, people shit on that game, man, like lately. I think because it's a Nintendo exclusive. Nintendo stole that game. That was a multiplat. Like, and I remember they said without Nintendo's backing, you wouldn't see Bayonetta 2. But, you know, I'm sure they could have. Yeah.
Combat look good.
Man said Diablo may cry.
Yo, RGT, for real, please, thank you so much for correcting me, because if y'all wouldn't have said anything, I would have looked crazy. Like, I would have
You
looked so
already did.
crazy, bro.
You got the chat saying Diablo may cry. Come on, bro.
Oh, that's all good, man. That's all good. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Diablo. What the fuck am I thinking?
Diablo.
But yeah, Bayonetta. Shout out to Bayonetta, man. I'll definitely pick that up.
What y'all think about Sonic Frontiers? And
Oh no, that's not.
Hey, hold on, RGT, hold on. Hunter told me, out of all the lines in Japan, the Sonic's Frontier line was massive. There was the biggest line there.
I mean, and it seems like a lot of people who are playing the game enjoy it.
I played half an hour of the game, and I walked away.
He walked away. That was it.
That was fire. He walked away.
Oh no. I'll wait till he gets. I guess we'll wait till him to resync.
It's gonna catch up. It's gonna like whatever.
Yeah, there it is.
Jeez, I don't know. My internet's like screwed up, but anyways, I
might have to go back
walked
to
away
Discord
like
then. We might have to.
I walked away.
No, it's not. It's not this.
Like it's fairly good. Like it's fairly good. It's not like it didn't blow my mind. I don't think it's gonna be like a 90 meta. Like it's not gonna be a game of the year type thing. But like I enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was really interesting. I thought there were some cool mechanics, and I enjoyed exploring the open world. So I had a better impression of the game after playing it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a B tier game, but it's gonna be a pretty decent B tier game.
To be honest with you, that's all I want. B tier, fine. It's a 75 on Metacritic, fine. That's a win for Sonic the Hedgehog. For a 3D Sonic game, that is a win.
I mean, shit.
But yeah, dude, the lineups were insane. Like an hour. I think the longest I saw was an hour. Almost 2 hours. I saw like
that's crazy.
100 because they do it by minutes there. So I saw 130 and I saw 140. So that would be like 2 hours and 20.
Yeah. I don't know. It's went out again, but no, I agree. It's
So and I don't. What's the most successful Sonic 3D game? Like, has any?
Adventure and the Adventure series,
2?
Adventure and Adventure 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they also remember they re-released those too on the GameCube. They did the DX versions of those games, so that had Dreamcast and that.
I thought they re-released them on PS4 and Xbox One. Didn't they, did they do that like a legacy style version of that?
Yeah, I mean, they're those are the best games, and they still play pretty decently. I don't understand why they try to do so many different things with Sonic. Because you know what works. You know what people want.
Remember he was a werewolf?
No, nobody wants to be a werewolf. Nobody wants Sonic Boom with these weird ass looking characters that have like are deformed and stuff.
What was it? Sonic Riders or Free Riders, something like that. What was it called when you rode the little?
Yeah, no, it was Sonic Riders. Yeah,
Sonic Riders.
Like I don't understand what's going on here. It took him. Look how long it took him to do a new 2D game,
Yeah.
and they didn't even do it. Christian Whitehead did it as a tribute, and they're like, "Oh, we really like this. We'll go ahead and fund this and make it a release." It's like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And they're trying to evolve Sonic, but some games just, play people like the side-scrolling Sonic's way better. So I mean,
That's why Mario hasn't hardly changed as much.
no, Mario can successfully dip in and out of 3D, go back to a 2D world. Like Mario's the only one that can successfully people actually pick them up and enjoy them and rate them well. Like 3D World was cool. What was the other one? The Odyssey was cool. Mario 64 was fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, what are we saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can do pretty much anything.
I'm at the
Paper
point with Mario.
Which blew my mind.
the new
Paper Mario.
Yeah,
good
Paper.
too.
I don't think I want. I know the rumor right now is that there's a new 2D Mario game, and I'm just at the point with 2D Mario games. It's like, what can you do different? What can you do that you have not done?
They got Mario Maker. They can't do nothing different.
Exactly. I thought Mario Maker was going to be sort of the end of 2D Mario's, or maybe you do something, an exclusive 2D Mario game for the Switch Online people or something like that, who have the premium tier, oh look, a bonus, or you could buy it for $20, not a big AAA production. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Where's Star Fox?
It's gonna make money. That's exactly what it's gonna.
They hate Star Fox.
Yeah.
Why did they hate they had a
Yeah, they do.
Nintendo's. I don't know what they're doing, man. Because
He's
the
good
Wii U
enough to
one,
play Smash Bros, but he's not good enough to have his own game.
no, but Star Fox Zero, was it on the Wii U?
Yeah.
Yep.
I bought 11 copies from GameStop, brand new, and I paid $35.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It was they were just
Dude, I got them right there. I think it's I'm sitting there looking eBay every year. I'll check the price. Oh no, oh no. It's bam, man. But it's too bad because Star Fox on 64 was fucking incredible, man. It's incredible.
When you look at Star Fox, there's been so many different types of games. I even think Star Fox Adventures is a good game for what it is. I mean, it's a Legend of Zelda game starring Star Fox on the GameCube that runs at 60 frames per second. Looks great in progressive mode, but then they did the command stuff. There was the GameCube had some good Star Fox game, like Star Fox Assault and stuff like that.
I remember. I remember.
They just never really seemed to have confidence in the franchise, and Star Fox Zero just being so heavily reliant. And I'll get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care. Miyamoto ruined that game because Miyamoto wanted it to be, have this cockpit-like feeling with the Wii U gamepad, and when I see Miyamoto pop up on a direct, I cringe. I don't want to see him anymore. You did your thing. I respect you and I love you. I don't care about Pikmin. I don't care about Nintendo movies and Hollywood and all this stuff. You had your time. You did so many great things. It's almost like wheeling. It's like how WWE wheels out fucking Goldberg. It's oh, we need some people to talk. Oh, here comes Goldberg. Miyamoto is the Goldberg of Nintendo. You had your moment. You were great. I loved you.
Yeah.
But it's becoming a problem now, bro.
I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, do you fault him for trying? He tried to maybe, like you said, first person mode Star Fox. I mean, nobody asked for that, right?
The thing of it is,
I
I didn't even hate the game personally. It was weird to get into, but once you kind of understood it, it made sense. The problem was, it was a game that wasn't essentially very long. Miyamoto was sitting there butting heads with Platinum because Platinum was the one developing it. And I don't care what anyone says. I think that game would have been a little bit more successful and a little bit more fondly remembered if it had an online system.
Bro, it needed it. Are you kidding me?
Dogfights on the 64 version locally, or I could do dogfights on the online version with Nintendo Switch Online, and it's still fun to play. And I can't do it in a modern game. It's less features in the new game. It made no sense to me.
Yeah, that was that weird. Listen, Nintendo went through a weird that Wii U era. Although I think the Wii U is one of them underrated consoles. But they went through a weird little. Yeah, they were really going backwards at that point. A lot of games just weren't having online and that's Nintendo always but I think they learned. I tried Mario Kart on my phone at work because I was like desperate. I'm in Discord and everybody's on their PCs and PlayStation. I'm like, dude, let's download Mario Kart Mobile, man. They're like, dude, no. I'm like, come on, please. My fucking building is haunted. I'm bored as fuck. Let's try this game. So I tried it. It was straight. It was straight.
Oh, Mario Kart Tour.
Yeah, tour.
It's fine. And now they're implementing courses from Mario Kart Tour into the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, which I think is interesting because it's kind of a cross-promotional thing to get people to check out Tour. Like, oh, you like this course? Well, here's Mario Kart Tour that's also available on the phone. I didn't think it was that bad. Phone games just aren't for me. But
they're not.
Unless I'm getting paid, then I'll talk about a phone game.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about it when I get some money.
Listen, Shadow, what's that thing? Shadow, like, hey, I'll start off my podcast like, hey, Shadow, yeah, please sign me up.
Raid and Mech Arena are the big ones. Mech Arena isn't a bad game, though. I told them I had to do a cross promo for Raid and Mech Arena. I was like, I'm not playing Raid, but I will play Mech Arena and check it out. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I like mechs, and it's all online shooter stuff. You're just trying to build up your mech and stuff. It's not a bad game.
RGT, have you ever noticed?
That's what they're saying.
Have you ever noticed these mobile games have way more promotion? Like every fucking ad is a mobile. Like damn, they're paying out the ass for these promotions. So my thing is like, how much are they giving to the content creators, bro? Like,
I mean, it's good. Like when I see a mobile company in my inbox, I get excited because a lot of times they're overpaying for stuff. I remember the most I think it's still the most I've ever gotten for a 60-second ad, which was crazy amount of money, was the King of Fighters mobile game when they did the WWE crossover. And I just had to do a 60-second ad for it. And they literally just sent me all the materials. And they were like, you can check out the game if you want, but here's all the materials and the B-roll footage. You might want to play it so that you know what you're talking about. But yep, just do whatever. And it was crazy. Like some of them are kind of scammy, but like, dude, there's some that.
Damn, he didn't give us the price. He danced around the guy.
It's a bag.
He's smart.
It's definitely a bag in them mobile games.
Nah, someone like, hey, okay, just pay for shipping. I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, nah, mobile's dog shit, man. I can't get behind it, man. You want me to. Chasing the bag is one thing. Actually playing these games as a whole, like I just can't get with it. Like even if I'm at it's good for the shitter, or if you're at the doctor's office, like man, like I'm not doing that. I'm just not. I'll just scroll on Instagram and look at some things wiggle around. Like I'm not doing that.
Felt it.
Time to recycle.
What happened to your camera, Big Cloud?
Gave me that temp thing, and I had to turn it down or turn off. There we go. First time it did that. Anyway.
RGT always got to rock Nick colors, man. Look at him, man. Always rocking these Nick colors, man.
Excited for the season.
Are you excited? Are you optimistic? I feel bad for the Nick fans, man. Like they go through it every fucking year, dude.
I have to be optimistic. It's my only choice.
Shout out to Jerry with the 2. He says Big Cloud rubbing his hands like Birdman. I'm guessing because RGT's going off in Nintendo, because a lot of people think I hate Nintendo. I don't hate Nintendo. I just want better hardware. Good God, leave me alone. Is that too much to ask, Hunter? Is that too much to ask? Better hardware.
They'll never do it.
Can I get better hardware?
Of course.
Don't sell me cardboard for $80. Sell me a damn good console and I'll fucking buy it. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
It's a good console. It's a good console,
really, but it lacks basics.
Yeah.
They need it. It's a fucking exclusive machine. It really is. Like for you to play, unless you're collecting games, for you to play any, any multi-plat on that machine, like you got to be fucking. Unless that's the only thing you got to be completely insane. I think. In my opinion,
I do it for just a review game.
Well, we know why you do it.
Because
you're not even shy about it. You're like, yeah, it's a hustle. I don't care.
Bro, I love how honest he is, bro. I fucking
about it.
Dog, the honesty is so. I fucking commend that shit, dude. God.
It's just it works.
God.
Like people are interested in how the Switch version of the game is because
No, it is interesting to see. Like, damn,
there's so many people that have one, and maybe that is the only thing they have, or maybe that's this, that, or the other. So there's definitely a market. Like I know, like the Shredder's Revenge and the Cowabunga collection.
Yep,
that's different.
That was crazy how that just popped off for like the views for the Switch versions of those games. Like,
that makes sense though. Like I would fucking play that on the Switch. That makes total sense to me to play that type of a game. 100%.
That nostalgia because a lot of those games were NES games and Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, that's why I asked Blaze for a Vita. He's gonna sell me a Vita, but I'm like, I prefer to play and sit back type of shit. I don't want to get.
You're gonna feel. Listen, that Vita, you're going to boot it up, you're going to sign in online, and you're going to feel just like every other Nintendo Switch owner feels, and that's loneliness. You're going to see a couple people online. It's just the truth. There's no interaction anymore on the Vita because everybody's moved on. You know what I mean?
What are you talking
it's just
about?
The truth. Yo, the Vita, you can jump into party chats. No, but the Vita was cool because you could jump into party chats on PS4 and shit. But now, when you can do that on your fucking phone, so who's going to boot up a Vita just to, if that's what they were, I don't know. Poor Vita, man. Don't get me going.
Says Ryan might switch to from PlayStation to Nintendo if he hasn't done. Nah. I don't see that happen anytime soon. What up, Jack? Y'all hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, somebody internet. But yeah, no, it's I should have got a Steam Deck. I should have.
I should have too. I want one now. I ain't gonna lie.
Things sold out. Did you get one, RGT?
I've been going back and forth on it, and my buddy had one. The thing of it is, it's like, if I make a video on it now, no one's gonna care. Cause like,
what are you talking about? Yes, they are.
No, I pre-ordered that stupid Logitech thing, and everyone's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Cause I can make a video." You put fucking, the Xbox handheld is here is the title of your video.
RGT, are you kidding me? RGT. I could see your video right now. I finally bought a Steam Deck with your nice smile. Are you kidding me? That shit would blow up. I finally bought a Steam Deck. Boom. I'm telling you, dude.
This guy.
I'll see if my buddy still has it. I bet he has it. Let me see.
You know, Dale, why you gonna buy it? Just let it go. Buy it. Go crazy.
I might as well. It's not like
you can play all the Nintendo games on it anyway. You can emulate them.
Yeah.
You can play Bayonetta in actual high frame rate. Think about it. Think about that for a second.
He wants one. It's appealing to him. He knows it.
You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his
soul.
I
do want one. I'm such a cheap ass.
You say you're a cheap ass with all that shit behind you?
I hate spending money. I hate it.
Man, put up a green screen. Get rid of that background. Get rid of your background. I'm a cheap ass. Got all this shit. He's got like 10,000.
RGT got a couple. Yeah, he's got some duplicate games that he could easily sell for some money, man. If he want, I'm sure he has something over there.
So much shit.
He's got like retro machines he can sell. But he ain't gonna do that.
He's got 25 arcade machines. It's like, get out of here. I'm a cheap. Get out. Nah, I'm not buying that. Nope.
My buddy still got it. I'll take it.
That was fire.
Yeah, do we have anything else to talk about? I mean, shit, this week was kind of quiet. Do you have something else you want to talk about?
It wasn't very quiet week.
Yeah, it wasn't really
When's
much.
AEW coming out?
The game?
I think it's getting delayed, and that's
because of the roster.
Not really. I mean, that's part of it, but
CM Punk on the cover, maybe.
I've heard that because it was originally supposed to be fall, and then that ended up they would say, "Oh, available fall" on their TV broadcast, and then they kind of just said coming soon. And I know some people there, and kind of off the record, they told me it's shooting for December, but they think it's gonna fall till like January or February. And I'm sure the whole Punk cover art thing isn't helping the situation, but I think they're just trying to make sure that it's not, super buggy, because there's a lot of stuff in there that's like new. Like you could jump off the top rope and you could catch someone on your shoulders while they're doing it, which is like the first time that's ever been in a game. It's just like seamless.
Yeah, that new emotion type of engine they worked with.
Yeah.
So they did do that. They finally got the death matches in the game.
Yes,
The
I can't wait
exploding
for
death
Yeah.
match is what's gonna be fun.
Did I
Hopefully,
tell you guys at like right on the show floor of TGS, the AAW was there. They had a full ring and they had like
Yep.
exhibition matches.
Yeah, they had matches there. Like, there's
Yeah,
a bunch of guys there. It was fucking cool.
like yeah, it was like, and it wasn't like, as long as you were there like 15 or 20 minutes before the match began, you can get like front row. So I watched like a whole bunch of matches with some pretty cool wrestlers there. I thought that was pretty neat.
yeah.
First time I seen a wrestling ring at a gaming event.
So I think we're done with the gaming topics. Everybody in the chat, if you guys are here for the gaming topics, we're done with those. We're gonna get into some other stuff because it's been a minute since I chopped it up with RGT, so I gotta ask my boy. Obviously, Hunter is a big fan too, but I gotta ask, bro, how you feeling about this CM Punk situation? I gotta ask.
He is a guy that has always done things like this. He's always had a chip on his shoulder. It's always me against the world. And at times, maybe it was justified, as you're coming up through the indies back then were different
Cutthroat,
than the indies are now. Very cutthroat.
Yeah.
When you get to the WWE, now you're at the big stage. Everyone looks at you at the indies guy. You got to prove yourself to them. However, you've gotten to a point where that no longer exists. You're 40-something years old. You've made it to the top of the mountain. You need to control yourself. If you don't like something that somebody says, that's okay. There's ways and avenues to go about it. Don't, the wrestling business, you got to remember, you've been away from the wrestling business for 7-8 years. The business has changed. The business has always been changing. Guys from the 80s that had trouble adopting to the 90s style. Guys from the 90s that had a trouble adopting to the 2000s style. It's always changing. You're away because you've done things. People can take your advice or they can take other people's advice. It's the point of advice is to give advice. If somebody takes the advice, great. If they don't take the advice, great. You did your job. You gave them the advice. And I just think he took things to heart, and he's just, it's a shame. It's a damn shame because, and people made fun of me on like wrestling cringe and stuff because I made a tweet and I said, CM Punk in AEW is a lot like the Ultimate Warrior in WCW, but you're not ready for that conversation. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? Punk had great matches. I was like, bro, I'm not talking about the match quality. Yeah. I'm talking about the backstage stuff, the theatrics, the bipolar mood swings that this man would have. And, honestly, I think they're, he kind of lost a step too. Like, let's be real. His matches weren't all that great most of the time anyways. He's a good talker and stuff, but I think he came in, he did his thing, and now that it looks like he's done, I won't miss him. There's other people that deserve shine. There's other people that are better representatives of the company. There's better people that have a better grip on reality than he does, because his grip on reality is fleeting.
It's not just that too, though. I feel like they're underlooking someone who is, in my opinion, like the gem that just came out of nowhere, right? He started off with obviously the Shield. He wasn't really that over on his own type of thing. And then they gave him that solo push, and even with that solo push, he didn't become a megastar, in my honest opinion, until he went to the Indies, and that's Moxley. But Moxley is that should be your poster boy. That is everybody you should put your one of the main people you should put all your eggs in terms of the basket.
No, yeah, you're completely right. And he's not, a weirdo going off, like, he just loves wrestling, and he understands the good and the bad within wrestling, and he's not a self-absorbed person. He cares more about the product than just his own ego and stuff like that. And I mean, there's so much young talent in there. There's so many just people that you could easily make into a marketable star. Like, they'll be fine. Like, it's cool to bring back someone to potentially get more people interested in your product.
Right, like Paige, right? Like, Paige was a nice reveal recently for AEW. Now, do I expect Paige to change everything? Well, that comes down ultimately to Tony. He has to do it right. Jamie Hayter should be champion at this point.
I completely agree with that, because she's over, and people want to see her and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of different ways it can go. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, when you have someone there like Jericho, he's always going to keep shit, you know, at least somewhat in order. Because I mean, you fucking say what you want about the guy, but he's out there performing like he's 20 years old again. Like it's insane how good he has been on this recent run. And he's, you know, he's a good mind for the business. He's someone that has seen, you know, people politic and probably done a little politicking himself, you know, at times, but you know, he went up through the ranks in the right way, I feel. So I think you know, in the long run they'll be fine. It's just it's something that, you know, 10 years from now we'll make good YouTube videos like what really happened.
Yeah, the downfall. I mean, do you see
the downfall of CM?
Do you see him going back to WWE? Because I don't see him going anywhere. I think he's just done with the sport altogether. I don't think Hunter would ever sign him again. So Hunter's about to bring Bray Wyatt back at this point.
Yeah, Hunter doesn't like him.
Oh yeah, Hunter hates him.
Yeah, so
yeah, they got bad blood, so that's not gonna happen.
So I mean, if you have bad blood there, in what realm did you think it was gonna work or make sense to go to something that's new, right? That's just coming up, that's put on some of the best matches we've seen in a long time before, you know, Vince left. You know what I mean? We were all like, yo, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I remember every pay-per-view. You remember that show? Every pay-per-view AEW was putting on. We were like, yo, what a fucking... Like, you know, like, it was that good. Now we're at this point where you have actual competition. You got Hunter, you know, bringing back the people that should have never let go, like Karrion Kross, who looks meaner than he's ever been, right? You got Gargano back. I wouldn't be surprised.
We could have, like, a Wyatt family reunion. That would be amazing.
That's next. No, that's next.
All they got to do is bring back... what's his indie name? Redbeard, I guess, right?
Yeah, Redbeard. Yep. So it's up there.
Bring him back, but
or they could even do like a new family with the people that they brought in, or people that aren't doing anything. Like Hunter's a lot smarter for the business than people give him credit for. So, you know, but it's good. Once again, you know, it's competition. You want things to be competitive. You got your best wrestling eras during competition. And then when everything kind of settled and everything kind of went stagnant, it became stagnant. It became boring and people left in massive droves because there wasn't that excitement. There wasn't that wow factor anymore.
But what if the Bucks leave, though, after this whole bullshit? Because
I don't think they will.
Because I think they're going to lose their EVP status. I don't think he's going to keep him as EVP.
You really?
I think he might let him go because Omega also got suspended too, right?
Don't you think he's gonna blame CM Punk more for this? Like,
yeah, I think
he is.
I mean, he's the instigator of this whole thing.
I think it was an optics thing. You know, I think it was an optics thing because then the problem with that would be you're stripping the champion of his belt and one of your biggest draws in the company. If you don't do anything to the other people involved in it, then it just looks like favoritism. And it's like, oh, well, the EVP is going to do this, that, or the other. So I think by suspending them, and plus, I mean, let's be real, they probably could use a little bit of time off. Even though Omega just came back, he could probably use a little bit of time off. They're still, you know, doing stuff. And then when they come back, it's going to pop the ratings again and it'd be a whole big thing. So I think it'll be all right. I don't think they're going anywhere. I mean, I think WWE might send out feelers to them. Like, because I mean, that's just what happens when contracts are coming up, but I don't think they're going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's more likely for folks like maybe like Miro or Andrade. Like
Andrade probably.
Those are folks that I could see. Well, especially since I guess with Andrade, like he's like in a relationship with a WWE, right?
Yeah,
Charlotte.
He's married. He's
so
married.
I mean, like there's
her.
like there's certain. Oh yeah, that's right. They're married. There's certain reasons why I think some of those folks might want to jump ship, but I don't think they've really done a whole lot with Andrade.
No, they didn't actually. In fact, you can argue he was used worse in AEW. Yeah. You know what I mean? You hardly seen him wrestle.
I think absolutely he was used worse. Miro, I don't know. I think
Miro was good. He had
the same. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he had that TNT run.
Yeah.
Like he had like the Rusev Day run in WWE, which I would say is probably like on par with his TNT run.
Yep.
he didn't have the belt obviously in WWE, but in terms of like the pop and the popularity that he had.
Tony, was it Tony Storm? Tony Storm gets the world title before Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho's not doing anything on the main roster. In fact, where's she at?
I'm actually surprised that she's not like more vocal about it, because when she joined, it seemed like she was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
And then she's just been
she's still kind of
like,
green behind the ears the way she wrestles.
She's a little overrated. I mean, the thing of it is that not everyone that comes over can be a top star, because you already have your top stars and stuff like that. So you kind of gotta find your role. You know, I think for a lot of people, not having to do house shows and stuff like that, like that's probably still a major draw.
That's a good point too.
Being able to do independence, being able to do conventions, being able to do your Twitch. You have a lot more freedom there than you do in something like how WWE is still structured. You want to go to Mexico, you can go to Mexico. You want to go to Japan, go to Japan. You know, it's no big deal.
Speaking of that too, Thunder Rosa had she was champion, but if you think about her title run compared to Baker's, who does she really wrestle?
I think Thunder Rosa's on the way out.
Yeah, it felt like it, don't it? Because her title reign was a joke.
Well, she seems to be kind of like a female CM Punk from what I've been hearing. Like,
damn,
sort of problematic and difficult to work with for no reason whatsoever. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I don't. What's the point of being difficult to work with in wrestling? Like, you're all just trying to make money. You make money with other people. You have to have someone as a foil to you in order to make money. You know, a face can't just make money being a face. You have to have face and a heel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it.
So I don't know. Thunder Rosa, I can see going. Jay Cargill's gotten better, but I feel like Jay Cargill's at that point where she still is botching and she still has those moments where it's like she's missing cues, but she's gotten better than what she's ever been.
A freak of nature, like genetically, like that's just an impressive visual. She probably should drop the belt at some point. You know, her time is sort of coming up. Who do you do it with? That's a good question. Everyone thought it was going to be Athena, but ended up not being her.
She got squashed pretty much by.
That was really sort of off the wall.
Dumb call. And Chris Statlander, where's Chris Statlander?
Oh no, I think she was supposed to be the chosen one. She blew out her knee again.
Oh damn.
So she's not coming back till like sometime next year.
Damn, Chris Statlander.
She always has problems with her knees.
Who else do they have too though? Like, didn't they just sign some? They're thinking about signing somebody else, one of the male talents for AEW. You got enough talent on the roster, so it's like, where do you find and put these guys? You know what I mean? Because Ring of Honor, what's going on in Ring of Honor? Because Cesaro was champion. Deal. Oh, okay. Well, he was champion. I think it was Samoa Joe, but he lost it to Cesaro. The Cesaro just lost it to Jericho.
That's why Jericho has it, because I think they're about to pitch it for a TV deal. I mean, Jericho got AEW one. He can easily get ROH one, because they wouldn't ask for as much money or need as much stuff for it as they would something like that. So I think that's the end goal with this.
Okay. How y'all feel about the titles? Because we're getting new belts finally for WWE. You think we're going to see a North Atlantic title in WWE?
I don't know. I mean, the thing about WWE is you have so many different titles from different companies that you've acquired over the years that you could just use and market them as something new. So, I think that's a better route. And plus, they kind of got to focus a bit. I still feel, you gotta get all the whole fucking Roman Reigns thing. Like, it's cool. You got to cut back on it a little bit, though.
Yeah,
there's no reason for all of them to have all of the belts.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make sense, and especially when you have two programs, you got to find a better balance. You got to do something.
Yep, I get you that for sure. I kind of wish they just changed the logo altogether. I'm not a fan of the way the W looks on WWE Network, but I'm guessing that's not going to happen. But in terms of like how the belts are going to look, I am curious to see how they do it, because some of the designs Triple H introduced, especially in NXT, were really, really good. Like, a lot of people don't like the NXT World Title look. I actually like that. It looks like a futuristic, type of deal. Even the North American Championship looked really, really well, but most of them look bland on the main roster.
No, you're right.
I don't even like the North. Like, did you guys like the Intercontinental title? I don't even like that. I saw a bunch of mock-up designs where they had color in them for like the globe and stuff. That looked way better.
Just bring back the old one. There was nothing wrong with that old design. It was beautiful.
Even the U.S. title, I'll give them a pass for. The US
had to take care of daddy duties. I almost whooped my son's. Whoo! Look what he did. Look, I don't know if y'all can see that, but he broke. I've never seen this happen on a Switch. He broke the joystick off because he was annoyed with Cuphead.
Oh, dude. What?
So this shit is brand new. We just bought it, the Fortnite edition. We just opened it like a week ago. Good job, buddy. And now you lost the Switch for the rest of the week. Simple.
Oh my god.
Damn, how's that even possible?
Because he plays Cuphead and he sits there and gets annoyed. I'm like, dude. He's like, Dad, you yell too. And I'm like, yeah, I do, but
we don't break shit.
We don't break shit. I'm not breaking my screens when I get mad, dude. You see the difference? Oh my god.
Damn. How much you dropped for that edition?
This is like the original Switch, so there's like value to the Switch because it's so hackable.
Right.
I believe, right, RGT? Am I tripping?
Yeah. No, you're right.
It's the launch one, so like I don't want anything to happen to like you use the light, use the other light, like don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you throwing this around.
Damn.
The OLED Switch looks good, bro. My son's friend brought it over and I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, wow, that screen looks fucking good, dude. I'm not even just saying that. Like, wow. But sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, we were just chilling at this point. We were talking about wrestling. About the business and everything. But we were done with all the game topics, so.
He done sucking off Roman Reigns. He's a good mic. He's great on the mic. He sucks on the mic.
He is good on the mic. He got better on the mic.
I don't think so. I can't listen. He's always going to be Roman Reigns. That's like, he's always going to be forced Roman Reigns to me. I'm sorry. He's just going to be forced. Just like, what baby face has ever been pushed? But Big Clown, what baby face has ever been thrown in our face and forced that finally got over? I mean, maybe like Cena, I guess, but like that's not all the way over. I mean, he's over.
Well, he was over before he got pushed.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. I hate that. Don't force shit. Let me like him. Let me figure out if I like him.
That's what happens when you have a 70-year-old man with dementia running the company at the time.
Well, I haven't watched WWE in like a month, dude. And like, oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, Triple H is, Shawn Michaels. I'm like, I don't know, but
it's better for sure. You have much better match quality and stuff, and like, there's a lot more interesting stuff. They even did like the whole I like the buildup that they did with Rollins and Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Where they got real with it, and Rollins was like, "Yeah, your wife left you." And Riddle's like, "What the fuck did you say?" I was like, "Whoa, okay, I like this. Let's go."
See, if Vince was here, if this match would have like had like 15 like days of build, not even like a month. It had like 15 days of build. He would have done this immediately, and we would have probably not gotten this. And by the way, speaking of Extreme Rules, can we talk about how Extreme Rules actually has stipulations? Finally!
Oh yeah.
Something we didn't have.
Isn't it every match?
Yeah, every match has a stipulation.
Every match so far has one. Yeah.
Yeah, because that definitely wasn't the case, and it would always be like, okay, well, why is this called
Extreme Rules?
We're not.
Yeah.
Where's what's different? What makes this different?
My personal favorite, guys. Hell in the Cell. Oh, you can't hit him with that damn thing. Like what? You're disqualified. Like
disqualification and a Hell in a Cell match. Just holy shit.
I'm sitting there scratching like, there's no fucking way they just did this. Like they did. It's like, hey, restart the match, and everybody was screaming AEW. Like, wow, Vince.
Yeah.
You really gave AEW all the fucking credit it needed at that time.
And it's crazy how he would have never left.
Like, if you break another Switch, you're not touching the Switch again. You understand that?
Okay, so I can still use it because I can touch.
Get
I can touch my own.
Get out of here. Fucking smart ass, bro. And he knows
man,
I'm
got
live.
you.
That's why he's running. He's running his mouth because he knows I'm live, and he's like, all right, it's all right. I got you, buddy.
Damn.
Yo,
You
give
found
me
out
10
Blaze-
minutes.
You found out Blaze getting punked in his own house. Like, so I can
Listen,
choose to touch screen.
I spoil him. I spoil him because he plays games. He's just like me. Like he's like my 8-year-old is just like me, man. So like whatever. I already gave in. You see, I'm like, yeah, he ain't touching the Switch like that. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I'm like, all right, buddy, take another controller. Here you go.
You learned your lesson.
Whatever.
Yeah, all fun and games to hear another piece of plastic break or some damn El Pressador shit. You're a big thud. Shout out to Pressador. I guess we can go ahead and shut it down. I mean, shit, ain't really much else happened. Shout out to everybody who came through, man. It was a great show. Want to go a big shout out, of course, to Struggle. Struggle kind of got lost when we started talking about wrestling, but no, he came through.
I was cool. I was done. That was y'all. That wasn't me.
Yeah, I see you moving out here, Struggle. Continue doing what you're doing, brother.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see you,
man.
bro.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Put your,
It's hard out here. It's hard out here.
Yeah, we're about to
It's
help
hard.
out with that.
Most definitely.
Put the link to your channel in the chat, bro.
What, on YouTube? 'Cause I
Yeah.
ain't got no Twitch right now.
Put it in YouTube, man. I mean, put Twitch too if you want, because I know you're.
Wait, you got suspended on Twitch?
Yeah, you got suspended.
Hey, Struggle, I could have seen that coming, bro. You seen the shit you were showing off and rubbing nipples and shit?
They didn't suspend me for nothing like that. They suspended me for saying the N-word.
Oh.
Like I'm not black. Like what?
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
So, but you guys check out Struggle, man. Good dude. He always puts out some great content. You know,
He does.
stream.
Entertaining.
Dude's hilarious. Hot tub
Yep.
streams. Listen, if you guys want hot tub
Definitely do
streams,
hot tub streams.
He's got you covered.
go
I
ahead and
definitely
pull
do hot
up.
tub
But you
streams,
in for some sus stuff when you pull up.
It's,
in that
it's
chat.
gonna get crazy, bro. But you know what I'm saying? You gonna like it though, man. You gonna smile.
That's
I'll
what you
make
gonna
smile.
see. So, but you guys send him some love. Wherever you put the link in, you put the link in.
I
there.
put it in chat.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Yeah, you probably on top chat, man.
Not too on
Yeah,
our.
on top
I don't see you in the main chat.
Dang, they hated on me. I feel you.
Well, these quesadillas about to smack, baby. Oh.
Bro.
This guy. Last but not least,
Delivered.
I don't know. It's tripping.
Freshly delivered to my game room, bro. I'm such a fucking loser, dude. I'm such a loser. Go ahead. Sorry.
Leave a comment, Struggle. Maybe because you're not a mod. Hold on. Put a comment to say what's
That
up.
might be it.
Yeah.
I got to think
There
copy
you
if
go.
you want me to paste it. All right.
I go. All right, now put it in the chat.
That'd be my status.
The N word is Nintendo. What the fuck?
Basically.
Oh, we
Nintendo on Twitch.
We definitely banned. You said about Nintendo how many times here? And of course, the king of Nintendo, Mr. I can't even say that with a straight face. Mr. Switch himself, the one and only RGT 85. Listen, bro, I'm glad you could make the show. I know we couldn't get you on the last show, but you already know it's always fun when we have you on. So,
Yes, sir. Good
thanks for
times.
joining us.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Let's get to the panel. Start with Hunter. Where can they find you, brother?
What's up, man? Find me at Next Gen Player. I guess like same as the the name tag there. Check me out on Twitter and yeah.
Yeah, we might try
on my
Discord
Instagram
again.
and
Avoid this.
Say hi.
All right, for sure. And of course, Blaze 4K.
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to Struggle and RGT. And RGT, bro, you're a very humble man. You know what I mean? And when you come here, we end up talking, me and Big Cloud kind of avoid the red rainbow road. But when you're here, like we talk about it, and it brings up great conversation. So like RGT's a humble man. So shout out to RGT. Struggle, appreciate you, brother. Keep doing your thing. And you already know, man. Hunter, Big Cloud, I'll see you every week. So.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. And y'all be good. We out of here.
Peace.